Take two. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you're new here, in the mornings we go through the price action, see what's going on, see what we see here on the charts, what kind of interaction we had between the London session, between the Asian session, and what price can do going into New York. So we'll start off here on the 4-hour. We'll take a look-ski here. Already outlined this inside our Discord, so that's at the Paper Traders. But if you guys are new here, that is a weird ratio. Why is that doing that? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's like, it's giving me such a weird fucking ratio. Okay. All right, we're back in the house. 4-hour. We're looking on the 4-hour time frame here. We have a few levels to the upside still. So we have that previous weekly high. We also have that 25,880, 25,893.50. So that's something that we're going to be watching for. But right now, we need to get through this previous 4-hour high. See if price actually wants to continue to the upside. Because if we cannot get through that and we're looking for downside, then there's a chance that we're going to get an outside 4-hour candle. So that's something that we're going to be looking for here. In terms of the, let's take a look here. Yeah, we still got some highs, and then on the hourly, we just opened up this hourly. This previous hour has swept the top, and we closed below that closing price right there. So if this candle reverses and we can't get through this overnight high, that Asian session sweep, I believe, then there is a good chance we can reverse. But we're going to be just watching price, seeing what we can do here. Right now we're seeing a bit of a retrace. 15-minute. Similar thing, there's that previous 4-hour high, right? We're also in the OTE of the range of that previous day, or not the previous day, but the last down leg. We're in the OTE of that range, so kind of watching, seeing what price wants to do there. There is a 15-minute fair value gap right there that we're also going to be watching closely to see what price wants to do. If we're looking for downside, there's that 15-minute fair value gap. That 15-minute fair value gap needs to get inverted, and then we can possibly see that previous 4-hour low, right? But for right now, if we get through this previous 4-hour high, there is a possibility, right? There's all those liquidities on the upside. The prices be, I'm sure, more than willing to reach. Let's outline these as well. So we, like we said, 25. There's that one, and there's that one. So two liquidities on the upside that still form a good potential, right, for us to reach. So we're going to be watching those as well. If prices just continue, and then we're going to be watching that upside, seeing what kind of reactions we get out of those sweeps. If they want to continue this to the upside, that is completely fine with us. Over here on the 5-minute, you can see that there's a little shelf right there. We have a good, let me show you guys the full picture. Need this thing to load fully. There we go. So nothing up here. Good support right there, that 12-hour level. So price does come down over here. Maybe watching for a bounce. But for now, there's our daily plan. So Asian session, from the looks of it, looks like that we had that expansion during the Asian session. London saw most of the consolidation. So the New York session is more than likely to see that continuation to the upside. But with that, right, typically, at least from this outline, I don't know how likely it is to happen exactly that way. But price does like to come down and sweep the London session low. So we're going to be watching that as well, seeing if price does come down here, sweep this London session low, and then continue to the upside. Over here, we took some shorts initially here after this sweep. Got out of them right around these levels once we saw that VIX fix rising. Typically, right, that's one thing that we're going to be looking for is a rising VIX fix if we're looking to long price coming into some sort of liquidity, tapping that VIX fix, or tapping those higher level liquidities, and then seeing a continuation out of it. Right now, we're just going to sit here, hands in our pockets, and wait for something to happen. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns at any point, make sure to ask away. So you see this 15-minute right now dumping. We don't have any news today. No news. No news on Monday. Tomorrow, ADP, JOLTS. Wednesday, we got employment cost. FOMC. So we swept that previous 15-minute low. We do have this fair value gap as well. See what they do out here. So we're testing that level, obviously. And we're just gonna watch. So this hourly, if we get back below that closing price right there, there's a good chance we'll get what we were looking for right there, right? We're gonna be playing a very careful game here. See what they actually want to do. In terms of stocks or crypto deep is one that I've been looking at. Deep right here. Let me pull up this chart. Swept a lot of liquidity on the downside right there. So we're looking for the CISD, or at least for me, I'm looking for the CISD to happen and then see what price wants to do from there. This is looking like it might want to no close above this previous 4-hour high. What does this leave us with here? If we invert this fair value up right there, we're looking for that to see if it goes below this guy. There's a potential. Potential subject. Alright. It's more like that. There we go. Like we said, right? London session low is a potential target here. Seeing what they want to do going into the New York session. Because we do have quite a bit of support down there. And this is a nice area on the 5-minute as well. Also tap this opening price right there of the hourly. So nothing below that. There you go. They're closing back above this fair value gap, right? Close back above that fair value gap. Continuation. Close it below. I got 1 minute left in the charts. Good reaction right there. Still volume and balance up top over here. Okay, 1 minute. Volume and balance right there up above. This looks like they might outside this 15-minute. watching this guy. But yeah, deep as we were saying above the CISD. You can see that good continuation on it. So if price breaks above right there, retest, continuation like that. That's something that I'll be watching on deep. A lot of it. Bitcoin, same thing, right? We need above the CSD. Otherwise, it's if you guys were on the stream yesterday, otherwise it's gonna be a fucking bear flag to the downside if they can. So, or a little wedge, right? So they're wedging this thing right now from here, right there, and then we got another leg of it right here. So we don't want this to do this and then that, right? That's a possibility for them. More like this. See, so they're reversing it out of that 1 minute fair value gap, or not 1 minute fair value gap, but the 5 minute inverse fair value gap. Something to look for there. And we can look at the OTE of this London session right there. So OTE 705 would be right around here. Something to look at, something to let's see what they want to do here on these hourlies. So this is a trade idea right there, off of this. Alright, there it is. Sent to 705 right there, right? As if they want to down it into the open and then continue up, right? And as long as price is held below this inverse fair value gap, you said they can go even lower according to the day plan, but this is mainly what we're going to be watching here. The potential for this. What's that 705 at? 78325. 78325. So 5 minute open right back down to the downside. Coming into an interesting area here. There's that rising VIX fix, right? Something that we want to watch out for. Get this order block on the hourly. Tapping back into this 15-minute fair value gap right there. It's hourly below the closing price right there. Be watching this area around here. We don't really have a... There's a lot of liquidity down here. Not hourly. Same with the 15, right? But for that, for us to get these, we need to break this 12-hour at 725.729. That's what needs to happen in order for us to get that liquidity, or get all of those other liquidities. 25.74, 574.50. I have 5 minutes or 3 minutes till market opens up. So let's see how they want to do this. Price at the 618 right now. 5 minute. Okay. There you go. There's your trade. Got one. Here we can wait for market to open. Fuck off for a little while. Right. 618 is next right there. But if they can't close above that, if they form that SFP right here, good chance for reversal. Right, because that's the previous hourly low sweep. So I'll exit that. See what they want to. Right, there's that trade. Yeah, right off of that 705. Got 1 minute till market opens up. Technically 15-minute order block right there. Is that right? So over here on the 5 minute, they can crank it down all the way down to here to bounce. If that's what they want to do. That's what we're going to be watching for here in about 20 seconds when they open this up. Blank candle 5 right there. Potential for us to come back, sweep into this 15-minute order block, continuation to the downside. Just going to watch this closely, monitor the situation. Because they can either give us open low high close or open high low close. 15-minute candle here. So tap on the downside right now. Right through that. Right, there we go. Right, 786s. There's that 1 minute volume imbalance. Tapped into that. Cool. No sweep of that yet. Oh, that'd be nasty for them to leave that up there. There you go. There's that wick through it. All right, good tap into the OT of that range. Solid continuation right there. And now we're watching to see what they want to do out here. Up above right there. About 25, 852.50 tap. That's a gross area. Outside hour. She's strong. So I would say 15 minutes so we can get rid of actually listen to that and this. We're going to go into a folder and we're going to call it Monday Journal. Clean up our chart a little bit. New 5-minute open. Nope, no new 5-minute yet. Well, they like don't want to get that previous weekly high. Look at that. Being nasty. See what this next 5-minute candle gives us. That's a nasty wick to the upside. That's all I gotta say. The one window we haven't had any sort of names, so they're holding on that opening price so far. Kind of holding it within this range right there, right? see that reversal right back to the downside. Didn't hold above this here. Making a lot of sweeps right there, but this area is still pretty weak. A good shove right here that they can come down into that London session right there. And then this is like the final levels that we would want to hold with the Sunday open, that 12-hour level right here. A previous daily equal. I'll watch and see how they close this thing up. Close this 15-minute up. $20 till the next, till 4 hours also over. Something to watch for. What's the 30 look like? It's interesting. Yeah, looks like it's interesting. They get below this closing price of that candle. There's a good chance for a reversal right there if they get below this level right there. Back below that. A good SFP on the 15. I'm building up everything on the 5 right now. Bouncing it up. Let's see if we got any news. Finance juice is what I like to look at. Finance or financial juice typically has the best news feed going on. So 1 minute's not showing anything strong right now. 5 more minutes in this 15-minute candle. So let's see how they want to structure this thing. Oof, that's a nasty fucking 15-minute and 5-minute. See. Oh, Mr. Hayes is in the house. Supposedly. Maybe hop on for a minute. We're finishing up the stream. It's dancing though. It's dancing. We're doing a little happy dance right now. 1 minute tap of that. What's up? The trader house? Oh my god. Yeah, all the boys you can see. There's Mr. Hayes that's trading right now. It's what are you trading, Mr. Hayes? Oil futures. It's trading oil futures. That's sick. That's sick. Good old diesel engine. There's that fucking continuation. Come on. Alright. I'm fucking off. There we go. Got what we wanted. Got decent shorts. You can still go lower into these levels, but pie?
That previous day high.
They came so close to it, and they did not fucking take it. Make sure you get fucking red or recognized over here. Talk. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Hello.
They can hear you now. Cool. Yeah, this thing. We took some nice shorts here. Our initial shorts were right off of this inverse fair value gap, right? We took them down to here. We fucked off. We waited for price to do its thing over here. Then up here on the 1 minute, we got this SFB retest of these levels, right? Continuation to the downside. Another retest right here. Another one that we took just now and fucked off. So you can see, right? We fucked off right at the right time. Right there. Top of that order block on the 1 minute. Another continuation to the downside. And then calling it quits on the day. We're done. Done. No more trades for Eddie today.
Yeah, because if they hold this 1 minute, they can go back to previous day high again. Yeah,
this is a decent area, but like we were discussing, they could potentially come down over here, like on the 5 minute. We have good fucking support right here at this 12-hour level. That's something I'm going to be watching to see whether or not they want to come down. At least this London session, maybe. But this is you know, it's whatever if they don't.
It almost, to me, it just feels like that long, slow grind up. And they're just going to fuck with it until they take that shit. Probably do it after hours, not give anyone an entry.
Yeah.
Type shit.
As long as this hour, like if you look on the hourly and then look at the 8 a.m. hourly closing price, if they're holding this body below, then I can see that London still getting swept. But otherwise, that's what I got on the price read for today.
Yeah. See if they get this 1 minute CISD right here.
Yeah.
Or reject it.
On that note, I mean, we're... We got a new 15-minute, open it up. This might be a almost midnight opening price so far.
Carvana with the gap up.
They're still holding this 15-minute fair value gap. Right there. 15-minute fair value gap. As long as that, I guess that, as long as that keeps holding too, we can see that continuation to the upside on it. But we have a few things that are telling us some short, some long. So for me, we've taken our trades. We're fucking off on the day. Just watching. Unless something really, really good. Master really good. Look at deep on crypto. Deep. Deep that deep.
Yeah, that's not bad. If it can get, it got the CISD already.
If we can get the CISD on the daily, it's going to be really good.
It did.
What?
On the 2nd of December.
The fuck am I looking at? Deep. Maybe it's because I'm looking at Blofin's chart. My CISD on the daily is above the monthly opening. Oh, Coinbase doesn't have deep. This is what I see. No, I posted the chart in crypto. Look at it. That's what I have on it.
Yeah, but that already did CISD. That outside day closed above that black.
Oh, I guess, yeah, that's true. Guess for me, I'm like looking for a close above it, like a solid.
Like another one.
Yeah. Instead of it's like a retrace. But right now we're holding the 618 of that retrace. So that's not bad.
Because that monthly open candle did put in the low, and then that next day closed back above.
SNQ looks like it wants to keep gushing. Yeah, if they give us this London low, that would be fucking cool. Right there, 25,726.50. There's that hourly, right? Like we said, if we can't hold above this, there she is. It's that gusher. Gusher. Keep cranking her. Got 25,729. Keep cranking her.
Weekly open. Huge volume note at 25,725 that we talked about last night. That previous day equal.
Yeah, I have that 729 too. There's like a lot of good confluence right here for them to bounce it if that's what they want to do. But this, there's still a lot of like, if we break this 729, well, we have a lot of liquidity on the downside going all the way into 25 like 650s. What a fucking gusher. I love it.
That previous day equal and volume node. Definitely can bounce off this.
Yep. All right, let's close above of that Sunday open. That's a bounce and a half right off of those fucking levels. Oh, beaut.
Real time.
Well, that's a 786 of this whole range as well, somewhere in here. This whole thing right there. Yep. That was a good bounce off of this area.
Exactly where I wanted it last night. I just wanted previous day high first, but that's cool too.
Yep. There's that. Bounce a Rooney. And
called in real
half.
time.
So it's important for us to outline those levels going into the market. Yeah, that's why we look at that shit.
And for me, if you look on the 15 minutes, we're in that mother bar from Friday.
What is mother bar?
Outside. Like, we're just in that range of the high and the low. This will be a fucking disaster until one of these highs or lows get the previous day high or the previous day low.
Yep.
Until one of those gets touched, it's meat grinder.
That's about 618 of this range on the 1 minute of that sweep range. See what they want to do. Unless we get the continuation down.
I bet Oracle gaps to new all-time highs on earnings.
That's 5 minute.
Wednesday.
Hit the 618 of that range right there in the 1 minute. That's decent reaction off of it. Wouldn't be 5-6 minutes until next hourly opens up. Don't want it to be up by the wick, get the dick kind of thing on the 5.
Dixie going outside day to the upside.
Dixie?
Yeah.
Dixie's cooking it up. The 8 session low is right there. Need 5 minute opening up. We're watching the low of that 5 minute, previous 5 minute. Watching the slow in the body of it. See what Bryce wants to do out here. Get so far on the 1 minute, I'll show y'all. There's our 1 minute. Came close into that 618 right there of this range. Right. That's one thing I'm going to watch for. Some 425. It's the last 5 minute candle of this 15 minute. Looking at a potential sweep of this 5 minute and then reversal. I want to see what they do on this next 4 hour too. Of how this one's closing up. Okay. Now I'm fucking off. Alright. 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 Where are we at? That'll do it for today's stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. If you want to see more of these, make sure you give it a like, give it a share. Tell your friends about us. Tell your mom about us. Make sure you go give Mr. Hazed a fucking follow. That's at Hazed Beats on Twitter. 3,000 followers for him. We're gonna do a lifetime membership giveaway for the paper traders. That's the Discord that we were running. Go check it out. That's www.papertraders.io. In there every morning we're posting outlines of what we see happening going into the session, and then we do the stream. So everybody in our Discord is getting that a little earlier. What else was I going to say about Discord? In there, we're also outlining stocks. We're doing everything in there. Crypto, stocks, you name it. All right, so come check us out. Come hang out with us. See what's going on. You can see we're outlining everything there. A lot of knowledge, too. A lot of great people in that house as well. Do those, mostly the live trading's happening here that we're doing, so you would come back into this area. If we get through this 12-hour level, that downside potential increases all the way down to here, up to 25, 6, 20, 75 levels right there. You can see this liquidity right there, 25, 651. So that was just 61, 651, 25. That's a potential level that could be reachable, but we're gonna be looking at this Asian low first. See what they do around that level right there. This 25. That's also a good shelf. Potential into next hourly, sweep that, and then continue to the upside. But besides the point, all right, goes to like, goes to share. That's the best way to support us. Go check us out on Twitter. Turn those post notifications at the Paper Traders and check out that website. And yeah, we'll be back later tonight with everything. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Peace out. Mr. Hayes, you got any wise words?
Nope.
No? All right. Peace out.